We haven't had a chance to take a breath because in 2019, we had a mass shooting on February 15th. And that year is a complete blur for me because we were, of course, immersed in the aftermath of that mass shooting. So 2019 just sort of came and went. And then 2020 got here. And like everyone, we thought, oh my gosh, this is going to be such a great year. You know, we're going to try and put this behind us and move forward as much as we possibly can and heal. And then COVID hit. And so then, you know, trying to police in an environment that we have never policed in before. So to be perfectly honest with you, I was making it up as I went along. You know, it was like, what is the police officer's role? What is our first responders' role in COVID? And how do we handle a pandemic, something that we've never experienced before? So when everyone else had to stay home, the essential workers, the healthcare, first responders were all out there. So my team in this police department stepped up, started working 12-hour shifts, started putting themselves in harm's way to be out there because 911 calls don't stop in the middle of a pandemic, as it turns out. And so there's that. And then just as we start to feel like we're getting through the pandemic, well, then the murder of George Floyd then sent, of course, every city in the nation into turmoil. So that's a really long answer to say that I feel like since February 15th, 2019, I have not taken a breath. You know, some might argue that a leader can never show emotion or never say that they're scared. But for me, I told my team, especially in the middle of COVID, I said, you guys, I don't know what this is supposed to look like. I'm not sure what we're supposed to be doing, but we're going to have to figure it out together. So for me, it's a lot of bending, but not breaking.
What have you taken away from everything so far?
Right at the onset of the death of George Floyd, if you think about it, how things were in Aurora at that time, our police officers are well revered. We try to do the right thing. We make mistakes, but we hold our officers accountable. So if you would have asked me before that, I would have said, gosh, we're doing great. You know, we're a progressive agency and we are inclusive and engaging and our community feels it. So to go from being loved to being hated in a flip of a switch, I'm not going to lie, was very, very painful because there was this part of me that said, whoa, wait, hold on. We didn't do anything.
I'm the good guy.
Yes, exactly. This wasn't Aurora. This didn't happen in Aurora. Then having suddenly everyone, the anger that rose up, and in the moment, it was really hard because I understood that I'm the face of this organization. So that anger was really focused on me and our department. And it took me a minute to stop going, guys, that's not fair. We didn't do anything, to hold on. Okay, you know what? I am part of this institution that people have come to not trust because of the actions of police officers from across the nation who have committed these transgressions. So I had to get to a point of acceptance to say that I represent this institution. And I had to put down my defense mechanism and not, do that, this isn't fair, to, okay, how are we going to be better? How are we going to ensure that we're still doing the right thing, still holding our police officers accountable, and getting better in the process? Because there's a lot that we can do to improve upon. But it was an opportunity for us to listen to our community and to hear from their vantage point with a new set of eyes. I subscribe to the notion that we need to seek first to understand and then be understood. And so that was a check for me, that I needed to look at our police department through the eyes of others, those who don't trust us. I do speak for them when I share my frustration of, wait, what did we do wrong? And that was what I heard from a lot of officers. I heard them say, but wait, I was there, trying to help clean up that community. I've been there. I know that community. I know this neighborhood, and I don't understand why, they're turning against us. And so it's been one of those struggles where we have had to get to a place of trying to understand the opposition and why people feel the way they do about policing. So I feel like we've made progress, but those harms are still very much there. Those cuts have not healed. So the message that I have for our officers is now is an opportunity for us to build trust even more. Now we have to be even better because we have to earn it. And every contact that we have on the street is an opportunity to build back trust.